ByBryan DeArdo. 113 minutes ago, Antonio Brown will reportedly be shopped by the Pittsburgh Steelers during the 2019 NFL Combine. While Steelers president Art Rooney II hasn't ruled out bringing Brown back for the 2019 season, he also said that he couldn't envision Brown being with the team at the start of training camp after his Pro Bowl receiver left the team during the final week of the 2019 regular season. Brown has 3 years left on his current contract with the Steelers. Below are the official odds for which team Brown will play for next season. Jerry Rice said earlier this week that Brown wants to suit up for the 49ers next season. San Francisco could get Brown if they're willing to trade the Steelers the second overall pick in next year's draft. "He wants to come here really badly," Rice told 95.7 The Game. "He's talking about running the hill with me, doing all that and just working out and just picking my brain. I don't know if it's going to happen, because it's going to be up to head coach Kyle Shanahan and also general manager John Lynch, but I'm all for it if they want him to come on board. And I would be looking forward to just passing some of that knowledge on to him and being around this guy because I know he's a great individual." Antonio Brown would be teamed up with second-year quarterback Sam Darnold if Pittsburgh deals him to the Jets. New York owns the third overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft. Antonio Brown would be teamed up with Oakland quarterback Derek Carr, an NFL MVP candidate in 2016. Brown's best game came against the Raiders back in 2015, when Brown set team records for receptions, 17, and receiving yards, 284, and a single game, while the Cardinals could trade the No. 1 overall pick in the draft for Brown. Arizona may also offer All-Pro cornerback Patrick Peterson for Brown. Brown would be teamed up in Arizona with quarterback Josh Rosen, who completed just 55.2% of his passes as a rookie last season. Antonio Brown may return to Pittsburgh, but he'd have to mend some fences over the next few months. Brown will first need to return Steelers president Art Rooney II and Pittsburgh head coach Mike Tomlin's phone calls. Brown would then have to speak to the team's leaders about what happened at the end of last season. When Brown left the team the week their regular season finale against the Bengals, the Dolphins would most likely have to surrender the 13th overall pick in the NFL Draft to acquire Brown, a native of Liberty City who makes his home in Miami during the off-season. The Dolphins started the 2018 season 3-0 before finishing with a 7-9 record. The Cowboys would surely love to add Brown to their roster after trading for former Raiders receiver Amari Cooper after a slow start to the 2018 season. If this trade went off, Brown would go to a Cowboys team that won the NFC East last season while advancing to the divisional round of the NFC playoffs. The fact that the Cowboys are one of the two teams that are just one Vince Lombardi trophy behind the Steelers is one reason why this transaction won't come to fruition. Greg Doyle of the Indy Star, who recently wrote that Indianapolis will not try to acquire Antonio Brown or fellow Pittsburgh teammate Le'Veon Bell. Bell is slated to become a free agent this offseason, though the Steelers are expected to transition tag him in March. Steelers fans appear split on their current feelings with regard to Brown. While some fans want him to leave town after leaving the Steelers during what Tomlin called their darkest hour, many fans still want to see Brown back in the black and gold in 2019. Brown will hopefully give Steelers fans some answers to their questions sometime soon while also addressing what led to him leaving the team during the final week of the 2018 season. Brown will either return to the Steelers or end up in Miami or San Francisco, assuming the Dolphins or 49ers would offer the Steelers first-round picks. Start the conversation. Greater than 247 Sports.